Hello and welcome to this Monday stream. I'll be playing Space Marine 40 Warhammer 40k Space Marine. Looking forward to it. It's been a very last minute decision. I originally planned to start out with Dark Souls today. The issue is that I'm not going to be able to finish Dark Souls and the time I have before I start the event. I had I've been planning for a while now, and the issue is that I wanted to start next week. I got some weeks mixed up. I thought I had 3 weeks instead of just 1 week before starting, and so I'll be playing Dark Souls afterwards. After the event. I'm not sure if I'm going to do it for 1 or 2 weeks. We'll see. No, for 2 or 3 weeks. Let's be correct at least. So, I'm not sure how long I'll pull the event, but I'll have it for 2 weeks, running for 2 weeks at least. So, I needed a new game. I'll have about 10 hours to finish it, so I need to play something that I can finish in that time, and I decided on Space Marine, the first one. Sorry for hitting that there. I hope this works out fine as well. We have an attack on Manufactorum Ajacis. I love the detail because this is absolutely coming from the Adeptus Administratum from the Imperium. They cannot order Space Marines to go into battle. They can ask them. They can request help. Very often, especially in grave cases, they answer, as here, but they might have something more important to do, and then you need to go shopping around. Relic absolutely understood what they were doing here. And this is for 9 days now that the orcs have been attacking, trying to conquer Graia.
Captain Titus, the orcs have massacred the Forge World's forces. And they have taken the planetary defense weapons.
Clever of the damned orcs. Keeps us off their backs while they loot the Titan war machines.
Brace for evasive maneuvers.
Pilot, report!
Starboard engine is dead, Sergeant. We're losing altitude.
Get the ship to safety. We'll find another way down.
Aye, Captain. Thunderhawk Lancer 12 returning to launch bay.
This is your plan.
We need to get to the surface to take out the gun battery. Or do you want to go home already, Sergeant?
Not before having a word or two with the orcs.
Is that wise, Captain? The Codex Astartes does not support this action.
Try to keep up.
And down we go. I would have rather sent that a battle with the... Well... They could be transport barges. Yeah, and this is surprisingly fitting. Honestly, we're not that low. Now we've gotten low. Sure enough, I'll shoot you again. Bloody orcs. And there we have, very clearly for anybody who knows anything, the war boss.
Only in death does duty end.
Okay, that wasn't clever. Shouldn't have just stormed into there. And I have to redo the ship in its entirety. And of course we have the repeat of the war boss coming in.
Ship, Space Marine!
No! How about we all get off this ship? Come here. Punched him so hard, he just flew below the plating already. And since orcs don't really mind what they're shooting at, it might seem strange that shooting at the superstructure does down the ship like this, but we're talking about orcs here, and it was already only barely flying. Well constructed though. And to anybody, like, nobody can survive a fall like that? Oh no, Space Marines can. They're very, very tough bastards. Even before undergoing the Primaris augmentation. Okay.
Captain Titus, come in. Damned orcs shot me off course. I've had no word from Leandros, but I'm picking up Vox chatter from Imperial Guard forces on the ground.
I scarcely thought anyone would be left alive, much less still fighting.
Heading towards the front lines now.
I will meet you there.
Well, it's been 10 days. Fair enough, but Graia actually got really, really lucky.
Remain calm. Evacuate in orderly fashion. Disturbances will not be tolerated. Access authorized. The Emperor be with you, Space
This
Marine.
is not quite a bolter, like a drop pod. This might be a supply pod. A Space Marine supply pod. If it is a local shrine, I'd be surprised because it still has power.
I'm gonna kill it! Kill him!
Find cover, you lot!
Space Marines! Kill him! The humans all alone!
Look, maybe it takes a bit more than a single bullet to kill an orc, but
Destroy them!
The Codex Astartes warns against using jump packs to leap blindly into enemy fire, and for good reason.
Your days as a novice are behind you. Why do you still interpret the Codex so narrowly?
I look to its rules for guidance.
We all do. But there are also benefits to thinking for yourself, Davis.
To a certain degree, he's not wrong, and Space Marines are some of the most
Enemy sighted.
free-thinking. Okay, did I? No, everything seems to be in order. Okay, that was weird though. And I can't... I don't have much ammunition for the big bolter. I pretty freely gave it away to all the orcs.
Sedona's picked up local Imperial Guard communications. They survived under the shadow of that gun. I want to know how.
Keep firing! Keep firing!
Well, goodbye, orc.
Guardsmen. You saved yourselves. We thought you did.
We would be, my lord, if not for the lieutenant.
Oh, okay, now the microphone is working.
At the front lines. Follow the trench network to the lieutenant's command bunker.
Carry on, Guardsmen. We rendezvous with Sedonis, then we find this lieutenant. We need updated intel on the gun battery.
Through here, my lords. Head out the upper level and continue through the plaza. The bunker is beyond that.
Remarkable. A few hundred against 1,000,000 orcs. And they fight hard.
Only a
No.
death is duty.
Get off! My legs. I can't feel my legs. I need to see a space marine before the end. Watch over those who fight.
And the Reverends. Normal people give Space Marines.
Captain, I'm in position at a broken monument near the guard lines.
Quotas must be met. Yes, they have to be met. People usually don't give too much of an issue of missing deadlines or missing tithe, no matter how much trouble you've been under.
I see you found something to keep you busy.
Worry not, Captain. I've saved some orcs for you. The orcs have got that gun well defended, no mistake.
But typical Orc behavior would be to dismantle or destroy the gun.
And certainly not use it to keep our forces at bay. There's a strategy behind it. Their leader is no fool.
This day is getting interesting.
I may have encountered the Orc during our jump to the surface.
That was the Orc ship I saw crash near here, I take it. Did he survive?
If the Horde hasn't turned on itself, it's still under his control.
The Mark 11 health teeth chain swords.
Kill every last one of them!
Yeah. I got a little... bloody hell. I hate... Come on, you're still alive? Go boom. More Daka orcs, but... Okay, no idea which way is the correct way. Okay. It is a dead end, but it will refresh my ammunition a little bit. Which I can absolutely...
Target that squig!
And the idiots are sending squigs in. Can I drop down from here? I can. So I need a weapon. I'd rather have a little bit more ammunition for it, and infinite seems good. That's some grenades. That can't have been all of them. Nice frag grenades here. Can you just focus the...
Dropship incoming!
Okay. Alright, another ship incoming. Oh, this one is dispensing a knob. Goodbye.
Where is your commander, Guardsman?
Inside, but the door is sealed.
I believe they will let us through. Imperial Guard, we are Ultramarines. Open this door.
Space Marines.
Word from the second recce. Another horde of the Greenskins are headed here from the south. Damn Gretchen stuck a knife in Saul's throat 2 nights ago.
Scout report Sector 31 is completely bombed out. No survivors. Just bodies. Everywhere.
Reinforce their position, hold the line, and stay alive.
Aye, Lieutenant.
Orc attack at Outpost Gala.
Thank the Emperor. Second Lieutenant Mira, 203rd Cadian Regiment.
Captain Titus of the Ultramarines.
You are in command.
I'm all that's left, my lord. Unless my commanders rise from the grave. So far, they seem content to stay put.
Lieutenant, the scouts have returned to forward base.
How many?
2.
Damn. I sent out 10. That damn gun. We don't have the numbers to make an assault. And as you might have seen, it's shooting down all our support vessels.
That is why we are here. Leave the gun to us.
Come with me, then. I should warn you, my lords. We've got a slight orc problem down here.
Sorry about that. That's very fittingly Cadian, I have to say.
Genetic scan complete. Adeptus is starting. Access authorized.
So, one thing here is I love the details they put in, and while the Ultramarines are not as badly as back then, like the normal standard
Behind the gun complex. It leads directly to the western gates of the manufacturing.
they were like the normal Astartes chapter, and the Cadians are the stereotypical guards regiment, although they are quite a little bit better equipped than some of them, than most of them actually. They are mostly represented correctly. Even on Cadia, though, the regiments are not mixed, so Mira being here is a little bit of an oddity, or at least they haven't been mixed back then. So while you had female regiments and you had male regiments, they were separated. Which, to a certain degree, makes some sense, in my opinion. Okay, I have to go through these two here. Yeah. The kind of humor they have is actually really correct. They are very... Oh, if you grew up on Cadia before the bloody planet broke into pieces, on Cadia this would be Tuesday. Just normal. They'd have a little bit more support, so, and a lot more manpower, but there isn't much of anything you can really expect except fighting and war on Cadia. It was the Empire's most... What was it? Okay, so I got the Fury mode correct here. Oh, it wants me to get the heavy bolter here. Come on, man.
The Orcs hold the trenches beyond the ruins and the battlements beyond that.
And the gun battery.
The Orcs took it almost as soon as we got here, nearly 2 weeks ago. Our unit was the only one to make landfall before they gained control. Now none of our ships can get past the gun.
Well, a singular gun shouldn't be too hard. Yeah, we are no devastator, even though we're currently manhandling, or yeah, marine handling the heavy bolter. We have very limited ammunition capacity we have. Yeah, we're just throwing the gun away here.
Access granted.
This modified stalker bolter, yeah. Let's see. Probably getting shot at by some orcs.
That's where the Orcs breached the gun battery. We haven't been able to make it inside the wall. There just aren't enough of us.
You have survived this long on your own, Lieutenant. You have done well. But you are no longer alone. We will retake the gun. You will get your reinforcements.
I'll hold you to that, Captain.
We're heading back to the command post, Captain. Good luck. 29, 30, 34. Injured workers should seek treatment in Sector 46.
Orcs on the high ground.
Yeah. Where are you? There we go. Got the bullet past that wall. Oh, bloody hell. 3 shots. Well, we have more ammunition right here. Did I pick up the grenades? Might have, but I've been full in grenades anyway.
It's the Space Marines!
Maybe, but this ought to be enough to get you at least. Honestly, orcs are...
We will use the breach caused by the rot to enter the gun fortress.
Such an amazing race. Luckily, in a way, they are the way they are. But... or they would have already overrun the galaxy, but they are probably the happiest inhabitants of the galaxy of the setting in 40k, as long as they have something to fight. And even after a while, a singular orc, seeing that they're fungoid in nature, even a single orc will start reproducing, and in that case finally have something to fight. He'll probably go a little bit mad in the meantime and fight anything and everything on whatever rock he finds himself on, and I mean rock as in planet, planetoid, base, or anything similar, not rock as in an orc rock.
They must be powering orc contraptions across the battlefield.
And I have to say, they are especially robust.
Assault support pods were dropped in this area.
And jump pack. Do we get the hammer as well, or do we keep the sword? Only swords.
Take to the high ground, Captain. We will deal with the orcs down here.
Hello, Goosh. Okay, he is gone.
Space Marines!
Let's get some health back here. I do need the double health back. Okay, shouldn't have gotten them. Still, they're lying splayed all over there. And I think this is the end of the jump pack.
Here is the rock at last.
No room for that jump pack, Captain. That rock delivered the orcs right into the gun fortress.
Pretty much. And then they tip off from our power. Bloody parasites. At least we can follow the cables. They have to lead somewhere. Oh yeah, okay, I'm in the fortress already. Took the shortcut.
Reloading.
Clearing this place will take days.
Those guardsmen cannot survive that long. We find a way to destroy the gun.
I really like the...
Space Marine Recon. Access to experimental vengeance launcher. Run.
A vengeance launcher.
That sounds promising.
It does sound promising, and while it is, I think, a huge part there we are. Am I getting back through this tunnel? I'm going to risk it. Oh yeah, we're definitely getting back through that tunnel. And that is a melter charge.
Look here, Captain. Melter charges.
Put those in the right place, and this whole fortress will come down.
We could put the charge on one of the gun's shells.
Leandros, you do the chapter proud.
Remember that we honor.
Give me a second, I do want to refill my glass. And yeah, I already collected everything, so no need to be on the lookout for those little ones. But, yeah, they are. Okay. Oh, this cough is really starting to get annoying here.
Shell storage is below.
Well then, down we go.
Access restricted. Upper deck.
So I've played Space Marines 2 as well, and one thing I already realized, I much prefer this just kadook, showing no animation rather than the same keypad every time. One makes you look more involved. Well then, shoot bloody back if you want to kill me.
They're not about to run short of ammunition.
No, such a gun is usually very well stocked. We're getting back to the elevator at a later point, so we need to leave that ammunition for when we come back. Sure, there's another bloody squick somewhere. There we go. Okay, for a second thought I was sure there would have been two squigs. Absolutely need to find an orc I can melee down. You know what? This is absolutely the time to do this.
Here, Captain. We need to get the shell into that loader.
There. I will place the charge on that shell. Now to move the shell into place.
Yep, Space Marines are bloody damn strong.
All loaded. With luck, the orcs will feed it right into the gun's chamber.
We cannot rely on luck for this, Sir Donis. We follow the shell up and make sure it reaches its destination.
Aye. Now back to the lift.
Back to the elevator indeed.
Get behind something!
Ah, the Gretchens. Seems like they're not in trying to kill anything mood. Honestly, not too surprising. They are one of the lower orc species, and yeah, there's a... Should have thrown a grenade there. Are you bloody... I do absolutely need that help. Feels much better. And now, looking at the time, I'm wondering whether the game was long enough.
This is not a drill.
Guess I can always go through Space Marine to start. Nah, I don't want to start a game, at least the story part of the game, I'm not even being able to finish. Okay, that's just ammunition for the Vengeance. You are ammunition for the Vengeance launcher, okay. Okay, I got my Fury in here. Bloody hell, I didn't need it. Managed to decimate them hard enough. A secondary lift. Or better, a secondary elevator. Is there anything in there? Not. Sure. Oh, there is some more ammunition. No, that's just grenades. And I'm not using enough grenades, absolutely, I don't. Do we have ammunition here? Okay, that's ammunition. And let us take the elevator. Okay, running away. Okay, ammunition aplenty for at least 2 of the weapons. That is another purity seal. Now allows marksman mode.
There's our shell. The orcs have pulled it out of sequence.
Then we
Gun
put it back.
firing.
Leandros, get the shell into that loader. I will cover you.
I think it's rather we will cover you. That lowly Gretchen.
Incoming.
Stand clear.
Okay, let's ammo up. As long as we're not getting quick attacks here. Get here, you bloody knob. Okay, that's more grenades.
Artillery shells
Hold the
moving into
line.
position.
Hey, bloody hell. For the bloody Gretchens, I wouldn't have needed.
In place, Captain.
And up it goes. We'd be better off seeing this
Firing
fortress
sequence
detonate than the
in
outside.
progress.
Agreed. Find an exit.
Yep. And they already fired it. And that is
Guardsmen will
a
get
gun
their
down.
supplies now.
Captain Titus, you are a man of your word, my lord. Thank you.
What is your situation, Lieutenant?
We're gathering our wounded and are heading to the Andrews habitation block to establish an outpost. With the cannon down, our support craft will land there.
Very well. My battle brothers and I must secure any operational Warlord-class Titans before the Orcs can loot them.
Good luck.
I'm surprised that, well, one hand, her response could have just been like, okay, no idea what he's talking about. Titans. Here, no idea. Just accept that and move on, because I don't think a lot of people, if any, have really been told that they have Titans on the planet. Or that they're fabricating Titans. That would have been probably very, very secret. Yeah, no, I do want to pick up some ammo, even if it is mainly the Stalker Bolter. I can use the grenades. And those orcs must have been ordered to withdraw. For while Space Marines shall know no fear. Orcs actually don't really. If it is a fight for position or something such as, then the losing orc is not going to fight to the death. Sometimes. Because he still absolutely might. They are orcs after all. Or if the attacking orc feels like he's been particularly slighted by the offending orc, but...
Did the lieutenant not say these tracks went to the complex housing the Titans?
That thing is a battering ram.
Just a squig with explosives on it. Running through there, the orcs absolutely don't care. I think occupational hazard is the... the right description for orcs of that. There's my Stalker Bolter. Come on up. There we go. Anything more here? No. Okay. Yeah, you really feel like a half a ton Space Marine in armor here, rather than just, you know, a human. There's a bloody squig. You know what? Boink. Look. There we go. And while not invincible, armor can just... especially Space Marine armor can take such a huge amount of punishment. But yes, they should be. Come on, boom. I am personally of the opinion that just come on, I hate those squigs. Ka-chong. Yeah, they really come down.
Time to impact.
No more than 6 minutes.
Time enough.
Space Marines are really strong and everything, but they're not light. Okay. Gimme. Okay, that was a very, very brave boy there. I could have just said that was a very orcish boy there. That would have been correct as well.
Time to impact. 4 minutes. Need to deal with that dropship. Bolter fire cannot penetrate its armor.
These trains have point defense turrets. There'll be a heavy weapon ahead. Forward then.
Come on. Slightly too sensitive mouse to do this.
Turret sighted.
Cover me while I get to that weapon.
And there's a big heavy plasma. And up we go. Hello, Tab. You always hated that big ass hair? Not quite sure what you mean. Oh, the crosshair. Yeah. That one is on the annoying side, I'll grant you that. Okay, not doing terribly well here on my armor. I can understand where they're coming from with it. Everything is very much over the top and bombastic, so having a huge crosshair in the way makes some sense, and here I get swarmed. Unfortunately misclicking as I wanted to switch into my Fury mode. Okay. Why the hell did the orcs think they need a crane on the top of that ship? There is some weird things here that actually don't make sense, like if you have something dropping in there, unless the front wagon is going to put on the brakes, everything else, and it, from the looks of it, it seems to be have been the locomotive. It should have gotten distance rather than gotten close over it. That is small things that I tend to see.
What is that servo skull doing?
Trying to deliver a message. Must be damaged. The seal of the Inquisition. Interesting.
What is the Inquisition doing here?
We're about to find out.
This is Inquisitor Drogan. I need urgent assistance at Manufacturer Majakis. They're after the experimental device. The device is safe for the time being. I've drawn them off. But now I'm trapped. If I die, you must keep the device out of enemy hands. Or he'll be unstoppable. I needed more time.
More time, Drogan, is not something you're getting.
An experimental weapon.
We need to find the Inquisitor before the orcs do. Keep moving. Remain alert.
Honestly, at some point I'm feeling like bloody Inquisition. It seems to be really hard to find a balance for them. They either really manage to get really cool shit online, or they manage to royally screw it up when trying to do new stuff. And
They will not stop until they break through that gate.
We must disable that crane.
yeah, there's a huge plasma gun on that. Look, boom. There were less orcs coming from there than I thought. Come on. I'll take the grenades. Oh, I used up my last grenade. I shot 5 grenades during that engagement. I would have said it was only 3, but okay. Let's take the knob on proper like. Okay. Into the manufactorum we go. You just made me waste a little bit of ammunition there. Not too happy. How much ammunition do I have on this? Okay, I have a full Stalker bolter.
Control room. Forward. Clear out the orcs.
Come on. There we go. And now we can regen most of the health.
The orcs have managed to pop that cannon.
Even a single shot will blast right through the gates.
We cannot allow that.
Yeah, I think... I'm not sure if that is...
Number 2 control deck, do you read?
This is Captain Titus of the Ultramarines. Identify yourself.
This is Corporal Antioch, sir. That is, my lord.
I need access to the Manufactorum, Corporal.
There is a service lift in the hangar directly below where you drop the cargo, my lord. We can meet you there.
Stand ready. We will be there shortly. Titus out.
Okay. That's Vengeance Launcher stuff. That is Stalker Bolter. They're full up.
A handful of guardsmen holding that huge gate. They cannot last long.
Did manage to bring the access bridge down.
Time to die, humans!
Advantage.
Run for it! Stick bomb! Takes more than that, more Come and get you, them Space Marines!
Bloody hell, I wasn't expecting the squig to evade
Space Marines to kill!
the Vengeance Launcher grenade. No. There we are. Thought that would have been a headshot. Honestly, I'm not going to shoot you again. I'm just going to disembowel you. That's good enough for an orc. Okay, I have a feeling that something is connecting, disconnecting. Oh, come on, Gretchens. We can take a horde in melee. Okay.
My lords, you must hurry. The greenskins are on the move again. If they find the access point we are using...
Well, as long as we get there approximately at the same time as the orcs, we can turn the access point into a killing field. Okay, I think those orcs missed the memo or something. Honestly, a few free kills, I don't mind.
The lift is
Some more grenades.
Corporal
Ooh.
Antioch, we are in position.
Excellent, Captain. I'm sending the lift up now.
Granting access. Authorization of Stargate Alpha.
And the power axe.
Antioch, hold the lift. We have orcs inbound.
Come on. Okay, that was bloody silly.
The lift is this way.
Corporal Antioch, we are in position.
Excellent, Captain.
And I have a grenade launcher. They're not as good as the frag grenades, but it is going to be very useful against the hordes.
Granting access. Authorization of Stargate Alpha.
Orcs! An entire horde!
Antioch, hold the lift. We have orcs inbound.
Well, that's the idea. Leave no orc alive. Did they manage to get to the upper level? Because I cannot get back to... Yeah, they're coming also from the upper level. Come on. Okay, are you still alive? Nope. Okay, miss-swapping weapons there.
Corporal Antioch?
Yes, my lord.
We have word that an Inquisitor is in the Manufactorum.
Yes, Lord Drogon. We have not seen him for several days. Has the Liberation fleet arrived, my lord?
The fleet is still en route, Corporal. The Ultramarines are here as a vanguard, to cripple the enemy and secure the most valuable assets.
I see.
But the facility and its Titans remain secure.
All I can say for certain is that no Orc has breached this gate, my lord.
Contact Lieutenant Mira. Her unit is establishing a bastion in Hab Center Andres, and your support craft now have a viable approach from orbit.
What of the Colonel and his staff?
They did not survive.
Yep, and...
Here we are, my lord.
My thanks, Corporal.
Oi, keep that muzzle clean, guardsman.
Honestly, the Arcadian, I'd be very surprised if they really need that reminder. Yeah, we're filling up on this, we're filling up on this. There's unfortunately no normal ammunition lying around.
At last, a place the Orcs have not stained.
Yet.
Now, I doubt even dropping that cannon on them will convince Orcs to back away.
Indeed. We must find this Inquisitor and the Titan Invictus.
Be not concerned with events beyond these walls. Work, focus, meet your quota. Increased productivity gains high favor from the machine god.
In a way, sure, but I don't think that right now staff is going to be able to produce anything. And nor are they going to be really able to increase productivity. Manufactorum Ajacis.
Damaged at least.
Titan Invictus seems unused, you mean? Is this invasion not enough to bring out the War Titans?
It takes hundreds to get a War Titan operational, Sergeant. Without them, it sits idle.
Yeah, the Titans have that issue, and I have no idea if it, well, from what I remember, it has to have a Princeps. Pilot, basically. But... okay, that is getting annoying. What is connecting and disconnecting there? Doesn't seem to be one of the drives. Okay, I do not. There's nothing obvious at least. So.
Captain, this is an auger station. I can scan for the Inquisitor's life signs.
Access authorized.
There, a lone human.
Identity confirmed. Drogon, Ordo Xenos.
He's in this wing of the Manufactorum.
I read alien signals throughout the facility, and a large number converging on the Inquisitor's location.
So we have an Inquisitor from the Ordo Xenos, specializing in the study and how to exterminate anything non-human. And then there is Hereticus, and there is another one. Come on. Oh, don't tell me it's the... No, the keyboard had been working at least. Okay, that's bloody weird. Yeah, it is working here. Come on, guys. This is... Okay. Malleus, Xenus, and Hereticus. I forgot about Malleus. Going to... bloody hell. I don't like how the game requires me... to get out, and now we're...
The Andros. Can you use this panel to contact our other forces?
Not directly, but I can boost Vox range.
Do it.
Access authorized. Ultramarines chapter.
Here, Captain.
Ultramarines, this is Captain Titus. Are you receiving?
Captain, this is Sergeant Midas. Squad Solidus is on the ground and making for our objective.
New orders, Midas. We are at Manufactorum Ajakis and have located the Titan Invictus. I need Solinus to come secure the Invictus while I divert to a priority alarm.
On our way, Captain. Midas out.
Priority alarm is the bloody Inquisitor. That's never get. What I find interesting is that the Inquisition either does exactly what is needed, or they just screw up royally. Okay, it makes for an interesting, makes mostly for more interesting stories, but from what you see, they never manage to be just okay. They're either absolutely
The blood of martyrs is the seed.
nailing everything, or they are ruining everything, directly or indirectly. Okay. Let's try not to stand on a grenade this time. Okay. Okay, that was a waste of ammunition. Okay, I can relatively worry just fill up here. Anything up there? Not really. In one part I really enjoy how ceremonial everything is, like the slow platform. On the other hand, this is an emergency. Couldn't you move a little bit faster? Although I'm guessing that in reality 30 seconds isn't going to be making much of a difference.
Prepare the power source for immediate release.
1 moment.
Faster.
Repeat
Disregard all
authorization.
safety protocols.
Inquisitor Drogon?
I am Drogon. And you are?
Captain Titus of the Ultramarines. We received your distress call, but you seem to have weathered the enemy's attack.
I am soldier and scientist, both, Captain.
What is the status of the experimental device?
The power source is running the entire manufactorum from the generator room.
This device is a fuel source, not a weapon?
It is a complex device and an unstable one. If the orcs find it, they'll try and take it apart. It could detonate with enough force to destroy the entire planet.
Then we must move it to safety.
And for that, Captain, I need your aid. This way.
You are wounded, Inquisitor Drogon.
I'm a psyker. My psychic abilities are controlling the bleeding.
Very well.
Honestly, well, he is an Inquisitor, but a heavily wounded Psyker, I wouldn't want that running around.
You try to steal my Titans? Steal my loot? I'll rip your guts right out your throat! The orc himself! I'm gonna put your head on a spike, Space Marine!
Look, you're bloody not going to do anything of that. I'm not surprised he doesn't react to that. What I really find funny is that I want Titan, you guys go kill this annoying thing. In a way, very orky. Munition, grenade. Okay, they wanted me to use more of those grenades rather than the vengeance grenades. Come on, Titus. Corners! You know what a corner is.
The Orc has a scent for us now.
Damnable creature! Had he not blundered onto this world?
But he did, Drogon.
Space Marine recognized. Full access granted.
And a plasma pistol. I'm not sure.
There. We must get to that lift.
Well, in a way, I think it is a... more grenades. Okay, for some reason, I feel like I'm going around in circles here. Oh, okay. So we do have to go up and around again.
My boys want to give you a proper greeting.
I missed my chance of healing there. Okay. Need to kill a few more orcs here.
How much deeper does this facility go?
Manufactorum? Far deeper. The whole generator room is actually suspended above a venting shaft.
Suspended?
Yes. In case of catastrophic overload, the whole room can be shunted away into the depths.
Yeah, and absolutely no risk of destroying basically everything.
Here we are.
Colder than a spaceman's smile in here.
Yes, a byproduct of the device's functioning.
And anybody who knows anything about 40k, something making frost like this, not a great sign. Not a great sign at all.
Captain Titus, proceed into the main chamber. We need only obtain the power source at the core of the generator. I will initiate decoupling from a control console.
Understood. Brothers, guard the access points.
I have engaged the decoupling sequence, Captain. You must keep the chamber secure until the power source is exposed.
Identity confirmed. Drogon, Ordo Xenos. 'Cause 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 '
primary shield is open, Captain. Head into the central chamber.
Alarm. Xenos detected.
And where are you, weird boy?
Captain, the war boss.
Hold back the greenskins, Captain. The power source will be free of the generator shortly.
It is better to die for the Emperor than live for yourself.
Okay, that was quick. Mustn't have been at full health.
Brothers, guard the access points.
Drogan. Order Xenos.
There. The primary shield is open, Captain. Head into the central chamber.
Alarm. Xenos detected.
Captain, the war boss.
Space Marine! Why are you hiding down here? Whatever it is, who's they wanting?
Hold back the greenskins, Captain. The power source will be free of the generator shortly.
Stop
Okay, you know what? I have two bloody knobs here. Let's get to... One, two...
Now, head over to the servitor station and activate it. It will retrieve the power source and get it into its canister.
this sparky thing what you want, Space Marine? Then I'll take it for myself!
That damn orc will kill us all. Grab it, Captain. Force the power source into its canister. Quickly!
Come on. Honestly, Drogan. Couldn't we just have done this?
Leandros, respond.
Captain, the Inquisitor insisted you could not have survived.
Well, I did, and I have his precious power source.
We set a rendezvous in Hab Center Andres. These tunnels will spit us out there eventually.
Fine. Continue heading toward the Hab Center.
So we will get onto our way to get to the hub center as well. Come on, Gretchens. Don't think I need all that much ammunition. Okay, what toys do we have? Ammo in general, stalker, and a power axe just lying around. Somebody's going to have to do a lot of sanctifying for that. Come on, let's stalker bolter you. Okay, that was a nice grenade that killed. You'll be a refill here. I, in a way, get it that they don't run away, but you're just making yourselves into big fat targets. Do you have any munition on the other side? No, just... Okay. I'll see if I can get around there. Yeah, I can. Yeah, not the most orcish of voice, I have to say. Just bloody happy I caught that. Do I need ammunition for anything? I can reload the bolter here. Let's fill up.
Space Marines!
Honestly, having them one by one here is a waste of orcs, but then again... Okay, man, you're looking to be an especially tough knob here. Sheesh. Okay, that's a dead orc. It's not a waste of ammunition to make sure. Because those bloody things can survive some very traumatic wounds all on their own, so just having an axe in their forehead is not necessarily a death sentence. And in most cases, a shallow wound like that would not be an issue. Okay, they're going to come around the corner, aren't they? Okay, they are. Although I expected them to come around another corner. Oh, there's more coming. I lost a lot of armor, but not as much health as I was worried about. Bloody orcs. I'm not exactly sure if these squigs have a opinion on them being used as bombs.
Ultramarines chapter. Access granted.
The Stalker bolter for a melter gun. The Vulcan assault pattern melter gun. They usually have very decent range. And they normally anti-vehicle, anti-armor, not anti-personnel. I'll keep it for now. I like the Stalker bolter for what it can do. At range, let's just hope we're not encountering too many boys that can only be fought at range. Okay, more grenades. Very happy to see them.
Run, boys!
Why the hell do you want to run away? What is connecting, disconnecting here all the time. I'm going to have a very quick look because it is very annoying right now. This is February. USB video as a valid. Bloody hell. Something is not right. I really hope I don't need to have to reinstall everything again. Just recently did that. UT. Okay. Need to keep an eye on that. This is absolutely weird. Hello, welcome in, Sin. I'm sorry, I just had trying to diagnose something, but I understand where you're getting from, but we cannot. Not in this case, except that tribute. That's the wrong god. We are cleaning for the Emperor, not for Khorne. And here we get out of the Manufactorum. Or at least out of its depth. That's another purity seal.
Access authorized.
What I can do though is revel in slaughter, even though it is not slaughter for the right throne, so to say. There's more bloody squigs on the way. And I misclicked. I didn't want to activate Fury quite then and there.
Never forget.
Oh, which cost me. Okay, bloody hell, what is going on now? Did I lose? Did I lose bloody connection again? No, okay.
Adeptus Astartes recognized. Access authorized.
Bloody plagued with technical issues at the moment. Okay. I like using their own squigs against them if possible. a good reason. Okay, bloody hell, you're not coming. Okay. Okay, I don't want to go down again. Come on up. Give me my health back here. That was bloody uncomfortable again.
Captain Titus.
Well met, brothers. Any idea of our position?
We should be nearing an access point to the surface. The air smells a bit cleaner.
I've had enough of tunnels. Let's get out of here and find the Inquisitor before the orcs do.
Well, he's currently, at least, not going to. Okay, I'm not entirely happy with the plasma pistol also basically distributing sticky grenades in a way. It's not precisely how a plasma pistol in 40k should act. Yeah, now I'm really missing the Stalker Bolter. Next chance I have, I'm going to switch back to it. Having a single shot weapon to be able to take out ranged threats is very, very good. Well, Korn does not care when the blood flows, so he's going to be happy with us. I'm going to do that for him. It's just going to make everything worse, but he'll have to be happy with this. Okay. That is all the range down.
At last, away to the surface.
Well, let's hope. For now, it just looks like a bunch of stairs.
Not much.
Yep, but out we are.
But at least we have the sky over our heads again. Our rendezvous point is this way.
Oh, it's up the ramp.
Report to your destination for the duration of the emergency.
What could
did the orcs hope to gain by slaughtering so many?
Sow terror, demoralize the militia.
Cruel, but effective.
This was no strategy of war. For orcs, this was sport.
Yeah. Titus is much closer to the truth.
Medical supplies have been exhausted.
That's not something you want to hear. Well, at least there's somebody living here. As a space marine, you're pretty much fine. Oh, that's a landing method only orcs would use. Even space marines want to brake before smashing into the ground.
Millions more of them.
Our plan is unchanged. Get the Inquisitor and the power source off-world.
He's not going to ruin that plan, is he? Well, I do know, but...
We are ultramarines. Orcs are not a problem.
If we had a week, perhaps. But by then the orcs will have worked out how to dismantle the Titans.
Space Marine recognized. Granting.
Look, I've had
On the high ground.
seconds to look at you. That's seconds more than one usually needs to pull the trigger. Better be as accurate as possible with that.
The Xenos haven't left a single structure undamaged.
Or unblooded.
For Emperor's sake, they are orcs. Of course they haven't.
Transgressors face severe remedial training.
If they haven't used human blood to do it, they've used their own. We know how orcs are. They fight everything and everybody. Starting and ending with themselves. I did choose to play Space Marine today because it is a shorter game. I can finish within the week, and it's, I think, a very fun game. I did want to do Dark Souls originally, but I would need about 3 weeks to finish it, and I have something planned for next week and the week after that, possibly, depending on how it goes. I might extend it. I have a sort of celebration planned of games and stuff in general, gaming in general. And since I made a mistake in the planning, I thought I had more time than it turns out I did. Less time than I thought I did. I had to replan, and that is why Space Marine today, and probably also on Friday. Okay. Are there many squigs in there? Okay, that was very late for using my bloody grenades. Yeah, I'm taking the Stalker Bolter because it is all in all the better long range option.
Time to die, humans! It's gonna blow! Show them fury!
Yep. Almost. I can't fill you up completely. Let's try this combination. Bloody hell. Those rocket launcher guys are tough. So the vengeance launcher is... Ay, ay, ay. It is useful as additional grenades.
Humans to kill!
Don't tell me I've just... Yeah, regen. Come on, armor regen, gimme.
Better crippled in body than corrupt in mind.
Oh, and 40k, absolutely. Corrupt in mind is going to just assure everything you love is gone. I did finish Oblivion last week. Finished most of the DLCs as well. Main story, DLC. Come on. Sticky grenades, I just need to bloody hit with them.
The blood of martyrs is the seed of the Imperium.
Okay. And I'm just getting stuck here. Fill this up. So I do think that to open up, take out the rocket guy with the vengeance launcher is the right idea. Two grenades are not enough. No, 2 grenades are enough if I manage to hit them. There we go. No? Okay, there we go. That must have been a squig exploding in there. Ah, much better. Didn't even need to pop the fury. There's always more orcs.
Space Marines to kill!
Come on, let me stun. Oh, okay, there. Okay. Neat. Bloody hell. Got through the other one fine without needing to use my fury, and then I'm getting overrun by a few boys here. Could be worse though. And I didn't get a reset, so I'm counting that as a win. More ammunition. Could be pretty full with that though. No. Should have reloaded the bolter before picking up that ammunition. Okay. Stop the last cannon for the vengeance launcher. I'm going to keep the vengeance launcher. And then a knob comes out of nowhere. But again, he does not care whence the blood floweth, only that it floweth.
Workers of class 9 and below do not qualify for this.
Kill 'em all!
Bloody hell.
Better crippled in body than corrupt in mind.
Gotten through pretty well up until now.
Workers of class 9 and below do not qualify for this.
Kill them Space Marines!
Maybe the right decision is then to charge through.
Workers of Class 9 and below do not qualify for medical
Only in death does duty end.
But you got a knob coming in as well.
Workers of Class 9 and below do not qualify for medical
Come on, I popped my fury. In order to be able to get the rocket guys, but come on, still. Can't have me tell that I pushed the wrong button there. Okay, much rather 2 shots if it gets you. Come on.
Success is measured in blood, yours and your enemies.
Workers of Class 9 and below do not qualify for medical attention.
I just had a look, the knob wasn't anywhere near yet.
Workers of Class 9 and below do not qualify for medical attention.
Okay, absolutely need this health. But at least this one is down. There's more bloody rocketeers over there. Come on, give me the health. Hey! I thought I had cleaned up here properly. There we go.
Greenskins incoming.
There's more, there's always more. And
Destroy them!
Ooh. Honestly, I'm not going to let you if I can. Okay. Not having... Oh, the Vengeance Launcher has had more ammunition than I thought.
Tech priests will have to bring all of these structures down and rebuild.
This time on top of a mass grave.
Isn't that always the case?
Come and get me, Space Marine!
Drogan said to me
At least after an invasion, it's going to be rebuilt on top of a mass grave. And it doesn't really matter who's invading. There's always millions of people going to die. Oh. We're meeting up with the Inquisitor.
Inquisitor Drogan, we need to get you off planet before we're overrun by orcs.
You were exposed to the unshielded power source. In the generator room, I saw it. You held raw energy from the warp. How are you still alive?
the power source conducts warp energies.
The stuff of chaos. Heresy.
My work against the Xenos has the Imperium's blessing.
Can your blessed work help us against the orcs?
My research is of the utmost secrecy. The Imperium forbids its use without sanction.
Consider that your Imperial sanction.
Very well. The power source fuels an experimental weapon at my research facility. The Psychic Scourge. It could destroy the orcs.
Could.
You didn't think to bring up this Scourge weapon before.
The Psychic Scourge has never been test-fired, Sergeant. If it malfunctions, it could crack this planet in half.
We're out of options. We fire the weapon and take our chances.
The Psychic Scourge is at the Calcis facility, my research laboratories. It is a fair distance. We will need transportation.
Captain, we aren't far from the plaza where Lieutenant Mira was headed. The Imperial Guard rallied.
They will have Valkyries. We can fly to the research facility. Let's find this Imperial Guard outpost.
Oh. Bloody hell.
If you are injured, return to your quarters. The machine guard will watch over you.
There's not much they can do anymore. After a few days, there's not going to be any medical supplies. If something is killing orcs here. Okay.
martyrs is the seed of the Imperium.
And again. Still making progress, but it's gotten harder in the last half hour. Not entirely certain whether that lies with me. Okay, that is going to give me...
Only in death does duty end.
Of course, then I tank a rocket to the face. Bloody hell.
Success is measured in blood.
And you suddenly have the rocket launchers on the bloody top coming up. There isn't enough of a big horde I can just... Pretty sure that was a headshot. But apparent no, that's
It's better to die for the Emperor than live for yourself.
Oh. Okay, that's one down. And then after a few tries, I somehow just figure it out.
survived that.
Inquisitor, your wound is slowing us down.
I can manage.
Brothers, take him to the Valkyries. I will draw the orcs off and meet you there.
Give the power source to the sergeant then, Captain.
No, Drogon. The orc chieftain wanted the power source. When his orcs see I possess it, not you, they will follow me. Move out.
Which route to the rally point, guardsman?
Bastion Primus is that way, my lord.
Kill them
But it's all
all!
orc-held territory.
Okay.
Do not bring personal possessions to public evacuation centers.
That's a very good advice, generally. If you have to evacuate, leave your stuff. Okay, I'm only going to take the power hammer in combination with the jump pack. Going to switch it back to the axe afterwards. Very much is a great weapon. There.
Welcome to Evacuation Center Omega. You will receive rations of water and food. You will be protected.
Okay, there is a bit of ammunition strewn around here.
To die, human!
Thunderhammer is absolutely not something you want to be in front of.
Whatever you're doing, Captain, keep at it. The Greenskins are swarming your way, leaving our path open.
And we have a bloody psychic field there. That's another dead knob. Come on. No. Not quite there. Okay, must have gotten into a rocket there or something. Come on, go squish. It's a weird boy down. Absolutely. Absolutely great. Those guys should not be suffered to live. Okay, over there. Let's take that mob out. Was a pretty good hit there. And Rocket Boy, you as well.
We owe you our lives.
I am an instrument of the Emperor's will, Trooper. Now indicate to me the nearest concentration of orcs.
I'm Master's Plaza is just past his hand complex. It's swarming with the beasts.
Not for long.
Okay, probably through here. Who the bloody hell constructed this? Whomever did so very poorly. And even
We are within sight of the Imperial Guard bastion.
even I can realize that that was poorly done. He must have loaded near something explosive there.
Life is the Emperor's currency. Spend it well.
Okay. Not taken out by a bloody weird boy and
Sight of the Imperial
knob.
Guard bastion.
Yeah, no. That was bloody weird. Okay, where is the bloody weird boy? Honestly, that's a weird... Those weird boys have been given quite a lot of power. Usually they're not meant to teleport. I guess that they absolutely could if they put their mind to it, but...
Out of fuel.
Okay. Still have the Thunder Hammer. I have to be able to switch it back to the axe very soon.
Inside the perimeter. Move to secondary defense positions and hold the line.
Bloody hell.
Welcome to Bastion Primus, Captain. Sergeant Sidonus briefed me about the Inquisitor and his doomsday weapon. He said you require air transport to the Calcis facility.
Your Valkyries are the fastest way to reach it, and we have no time to spare.
Your men are already on board their Valkyrie, and the squadron's ready for liftoff. We'll get you to Calcis with all speed. It's time the Imperial Guard brought the fight to the Orcs.
Pilots, this is Lieutenant Mira aboard Valkyrie 1. Look sharp, Orc flyers inbound.
Captain Titus, I need a gunner to man the heavy bolter. Here they come.
Incoming!
Valkyrie 7 here, I've got orders.
Match speed. I will shoot them off. Going for Valkyrie 3 and 6. Keep us in position.
Captain, starboard side. Orc ship coming up.
All movement to that sector!
They're right behind us.
Come on.
It's breaking into the cockpit.
Yep. That is an orc in the turbine. That's not healthy.
Come in, Lieutenant. Valkyrie 2 is down. I require immediate transport.
We're on approach, Captain.
Okay, bloody melter gun. Can be useful enough here.
Space Marines!
It is better
Okay,
to die
what?
for the Emperor
the hell?
Live for yourself.
I'm not sure how much health I had when I got hit by that.
Valkyrie 2 is down. I require immediate transport.
We're on approach, Captain.
I have played Space Marine 2, but for stream I did want to start at the beginning. I'd be guessing that most people do know the story. Come on. Where the hell? There you are.
Success is measured in blood, yours or your enemies.
So yes, I have played Space Marine 2.
Coming, Lieutenant.
It is
Valkyrie 2 is
a
down.
fantastic
I require immediate transport.
continuation of Space Marine 1. But I do want to start with the if the games are connected to each other, I want to start with the first game in the series, if possible. Space Marine 2 is not an RTS game. It is a continuation of this, and very much a third-person shooter as well. If you mean that people said that Space Marine was an RTS game, that is wrong as well. There is an RTS game of 40k called Dawn of War, but that is not Space Marine. And Dawn of War has 3 installations. Only the first, with its 3 expansions, and the second one is good. They are different games, but those 2 are good. The third one, unfortunately, is an absolute mess. I don't know. It was during the time where everything had to be simpler, everything had to be more accessible, everything had to be able to function on console. And RTS games just are not the genre you really can play on console. If it is good, well, as in real-time strategy, you're not going to be able to get really good ones on console. Round time, absolutely, because you have time to... That was bad. You have time to give all the commands to the units, and you don't need the hectic that usually accompanies real-time strategy, just by the fact that it is more separated in the rounds. So, but real-time, absolutely not something that works very well on consoles. And so Dawn of War 3 unfortunately got really quite bad in places. Well, no, it's bad in general, but It got especially bad, I should have said, in certain places. Okay, you... Okay, I'm still in Fury mode, so the marksman... Okay, where the hell are those bloody rockets coming from?
Valkyrie on approach.
What is the Inquisitor's status?
The remainder of the squadron has escorted his craft to the outskirts of the Kalkis facility.
Very good.
Farewell, Captain. I must return to base. Those damned Orc flyers cost me too many good men and too many gunships.
Fair enough, I'm not...
Pressed to defend the outpost.
It's not necessarily... Although, honestly, I
What are you waiting for then?
wouldn't be able to really say that, I don't get how people would confuse it with an RTS. There is a remake of Dawn of War upcoming. I'm not sure, because there is a very good mod for it I enjoy playing with, at least for the third part. Which modded in Titans and the like. I would hope that the mod could be ported, but I am doubtful. If it contains all 4 campaigns, a base game would still be a lot of fun. Give me... Fury mode here. Because I made the experience that on this level, if I don't take care when and where I'm healing, okay, in this case I could have, if I don't take care with that and just willy-nilly execute them, I get killed during the animation, so I do need to pick that. And if I have the Fury mode available, it's going to heal me, and it is regenning rather quickly.
The job is worth doing. It's worth done.
Okay, let's try that specific one again.
More of them. Dispatch them quickly. We must hurry.
Greenskins.
Okay, one of these grenades is enough if I get them to stick. On the melee boys, I cannot stun to kill. To execute, rather. Okay. Was that the first mob, or did I miss one coming in? Bloody hell, where are you? bloody rocket boys. There you are. Okay, that should have been this horde. Let's hope I'm going the right way. I'm dropping down. That usually means I'm going the right way.
Inquisitor, can we get around the bulk of these orcs?
Yes, perhaps. My research produces a minimal waste, so the facility's sluiceways should be accessible.
Lead the way.
Well, if I'm that close, I'm not going to shoot you. No, 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 no. Come on.